Welcome back to Health, Wellbeing and Lifestyle, and we're here again with Sarah Kiryshin, barbecue cook and healthy food advocate, continuing our discussions regarding healthy food for today's busy people. And Sarah has turned up with this incredible feast, so please explain yourself, Sarah.
Alrighty, so this is one of my favorite topics. As we know, I am a barbecue lover and a busy person, okay? So for me, I need to make sure that everything ticks a box for me, right? So it has to be delicious, it has to be easy, and it has to be quite kind of straightforward to cook as well. So one of my favorite things to do on a Sunday afternoon is rummage through my crisper, have a look at all the veggies in there and think, great, what can I barbecue? What can I cook up today that will return favours for future Sarah? So I think about my week and I go, you know what? I'm going to get a lot of cooking out of the way now, get it all done, and then I've got some variety, some amazing healthy food. And because we're cooking on the barbecue, I get to have that char, beautiful flavour that is indescribable and unmatched, and I get to enjoy that throughout the week, which is wonderful.
So I see you've got broccoli, carrots, capsicum. Is it possible to switch that out and substitute it with something else?
Yes, absolutely. So what I do have is, for what kind of inspired this is I thought to myself, okay, what can I do with this food? So by cooking up the carrots, the capsicum, the broccoli, the eggplant, and then I've got a few proteins here. So I thought to myself, okay, great, I'm going to marinate the beef in some amazing soy sauce to give a bit of an Asian inspiration. Pairing that with some carrots and broccoli and the eggplant, it just makes this beautiful harmony of flavours. So out of this, I'll be making like a, kind of a Thai beef salad situation, a little bit of cherry tomatoes to add in some pop of freshness and some salad leaves. Boom. I've organised myself a delicious salad there that's going to obviously serve me tomorrow or the next day. So, and with the chicken, I can repurpose this chicken. Most of the time, we'll just eat it straight off the skewer because it's so delicious and it's hard to contain ourselves. But what we can do is we can turn that into a salad. We can turn it into chicken wraps. You can slice the chicken finely, maybe even make some rice paper rolls out of it down the track as well. In terms of substitutions, what we can do is we could easily turn this into a vegetarian feast or even a vegan feast. So if we simply sub out or swap out the beef and chicken, we can add in some tofu. So what I would do with this is I would add some tofu in. Automatically, it's a vegan dish or a vegan platter, if we will. So I would grill the tofu. Of course, we've got our broccoli and our carrots here. Put that in a rice bowl and you have yourself the most amazing charred, barbecued, crispy tofu. You've got a delicious rice bowl. It's filling, it's nourishing, and it's super easy. Alternatively, what you can do is you can grill some halloumi. One of my favourite things to do on the barbecue is to grill halloumi. That's a vegetarian option for us, of course. And again, it gives us quite a few options down the track. One of the things that I love to do with my grilled capsicum is slice it into thin slices, then pop it in a marinade of some olive oil and some lemon juice, a little bit of salt, maybe some oregano or some other fresh herbs. Then you've got yourself some marinated capsicum. You can put that on pretty much anything, sandwiches, wraps. Something I like to do is chop it up quite finely and make a little bruschetta mix out of it. The flavours that it infuses down the track, you're just doing future you a favour.
I'm interested in flavour and I would like to know how you infuse flavour into all the separate ingredients so they don't all taste like the one barbecue.
Alrighty, so this is a really good topic and one that I'm also very passionate about. So for example, with the eggplant here, what I did is I made up a little honey soy dressing. So while it's on the grill, I'm going to be basting that in a honey soy dressing. And then I turn it and it infuses it even more. It gets that little bit of char, I baste it again. And so we're kind of locking in that one flavour profile to that one element of the dish. And so with the broccoli, for example, that's already got an amazing char on it. So we think, okay, what can we do to enhance the flavour of broccoli? I personally love a little bit of butter, not too much, a little bit of butter and some salt. Broccoli is actually one of those vegetables that it tastes, when it's cooked right, it tastes so incredible. It's got this beautiful nutty flavour. So I love, when it comes to carrots, I absolutely love to put butter, honey and caraway seeds. For me, it is a match made in heaven. I have one dish that I do. I will char grill some carrots, pop it in the fridge for later, and then make sure I've put some honey, butter and caraway seeds on it. And then you can pop it on a little bit of whipped feta or any kind, honestly, anything, because it tastes so good. But on some whipped feta, it is magnificent.
Sarah, if you could give us your top barbecue tips, that would be fantastic.
Okay, so number one is to make sure that you have got your barbecue ready. Some people get a little bit intimidated because they think it's going to take so long to fire up a barbecue. For me, we're talking an hour of my day to cook all of this food. So when I'm doing a really big cook that involves a number of different ingredients, I do like to set up a bit of a production line. So what I would do is I'll just prep all my veggies, cut them up, put them separately on a large plate or in some containers. Then I'll make sure my barbie is extra hot, start cooking. When I start cooking, I love to ensure that I'm injecting even more flavour into it because I just love the barbecue flavour so much. So then I will use some wood chips. I'll pop some smoking chips on the charcoal just before I start cooking the food, and that starts to smoke up and will bring the most incredible flavour into this food. And you can also alternate the timings of when you're putting things on as well. So maybe you won't want a hickory smoke flavour in the carrots, for example. So what I would do is cook the carrots first and then I'll put my wood chips on to get a different flavour in the different foods.
Thank you so much, Sarah. If you want more information about Sarah and barbecue cooking and preparing healthy meals for the rest of the week, go to Sarah's webpage on our website at healthwellbeingandlifestyle.com.au, and stay tuned. We'll see you after the break with another terrific guest and interesting topic.